Hey everyone, it's Zadira. I have something special to show you today. I'm in Enshrouded, and of all things, I'm on my single player server, which I haven't played on in a really long time. I've been playing with Steffi on the Shrouded Glade server for our live streams and also building there, but to do this particular video, I wanted to show you a before and an after. Oh, there's a bunny. So I'm in Longkeep at the beginning area where we all started out, and I wanted to show you, I haven't done anything to this area here on my single player, so I wanted to show you what it looks like, because we're going to go back in on my Shrouded Glade server here in a minute, and I wanted to show you the difference. But here's the little well, and our space on our server, Shrouded Glade, brings all of this area up to here, just about up to here, where we can manipulate the voxels. So we're able to build in this much of the Longkeep. So here is our, when you do the tutorial, you'll come here. There goes another bunny. You'll come here, and this is where there's a tutorial on teaching us how to eat at the campfire. And so that what I've done is I've taken this little place, I guess it was an old cafe maybe for Longkeep before Longkeep was destroyed. And I took the little cafe and I made it into a bed and breakfast. See this sign? That's what this sign says. It says Longkeep Bed and Breakfast. I guess. I'm not sure what it says, but we're going to say that's what it says. And so I was able to take this area because of where my shroud area goes to is about right at the edge, right here, goes up that hill. And so I was able to transform all of this. So I wanted to give you a look before, get a good look of before, and then you'll be able to see what we've done since. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back on Shrouded Glade, and here is the finished Longkeep bed and breakfast. I had so much fun doing this project, and hopefully you can get some inspiration and maybe some hints and tips of maybe creating your own Longkeep redo. But this is the front of the house, and remember, this is the old cafe, or the little house where we learned our tutorial of how to eat in Enshrouded. I'm so happy how it turned out. I want to go ahead and take you around through the back way, because that's pretty much the normal, that's pretty much the way we first saw how the little tutorial. So I want to take you back through there, but in the meantime I wanted to show you this. Probably the most time-consuming part of repairing all of this has been cleaning all this rubble and the green plants out of the walkway here. This used to be just solid rubble and weeds. Similar to this, it was pretty much like this and like this. That's what it looked like, and I've cleaned it up. I thought maybe I could help others and show what I did. I've already gone ahead, and what you do is you take your pick, and you can kind of see it's in layers. I went through and crashed down, picked through one layer of this top, and it's just, this used to be just solid grass in here. And so I didn't want to have you watch me use my pick, but I will show you. Let's put our HUD back on so you can see what I'm doing, and so I can see what I'm doing. So the material that's used right here in Longkeep is the roughly cut stone block. So what I'm going to do is I picked all through here, and it took a while. It's very hard to pick through. It takes like 10 whacks to pick it through, and I have to refix my pickaxe a lot, but it's not a problem in Enshrouded. They make it nice and easy. But then I'm going to take my ceiling of this material, the roughly cut stone block, and I'm going to start replacing it level with where it goes, and see what you can see what it's doing. Look, it's where I picked it, where I removed most of that, it is coming clean. I mean, this middle part was just solid grass. So everywhere that I did completely remove the top layer, you can kind of see where I did it. It cleaned it off. So it looks so much better not to have quite so much. I don't mind a little bit, but like these steps, this is terrible. So that take me a little while to clear all that out. So I'll have to be working on that in the meantime. And then I'm also working on, I'm so excited to see as we've been exploring on our live streams at night, we've discovered that the little green fox must be Pike's Mead logo on their banners. And so I was so excited because now we can make banners, and we've made these little banners here, and they have the foxes on them. I'm hoping we're going to get more, and I'm hoping we're going to get banners that aren't quite so beat up. But I was tickled to get the ones with the green foxes because I thought they were so cute. I'd really like to have Queen Jasmina's because they have the blue banners. So hopefully we're going to get those. So anyway, this is the beginning. This is the front, and tried to stay pretty much true to most of the footprint of the little cafe. But let's go around to the back. I want to show you coming in from the back. It'll be interesting after you've seen the front. This is if you've been watching our live streams, you know this is our main house. This is our barn we built for Emily. We've showed these on videos. And then we have the alchemist house for Balthazar. We also have our garden. We need all the good things to make all of our different meals and different potions. And something I think is really interesting, we have a little evergreen tree that you can plant. And so I went around and planted little evergreen trees everywhere, and they grew up into these big trees. I didn't mean to have this many trees. I mean, come on, look. Isn't this crazy? I thought the little evergreen trees were so cute, but wow, they changed into these ginormous trees. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, this little area back here is where the target practice was, if you remember. Since it's in our building area, I did get the arrows out, but they don't come back since it's in our building area. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to make this into a little archery place where people could come and practice their archery. And then there's a bench, and so friends can come watch, or they can take turns. And then I left this little weapons rack so that people could also maybe practice with their weapons. And then, so you can see our line. My line from our flame is right there. It'll go right behind the cafe bed and breakfast. And so I can't build anywhere past that line. That's building up times 3, I think. We built it up 3 times. That's the most we can build it up. But then this is all the shroud. There's a little shroud area here. And I just thought that was so ugly, and I couldn't really do anything with it. I tried removing all of the shroud, most of the shroud stuff, but it doesn't go away. The shroud just stays there. That's one thing I would like, is to have some kind of if we could have some kind of a beacon, an orb, or just because we own the property, maybe the shroud would eventually go away. I don't like the fact that it stays there forever when we are able to clean it up, but it won't go away. So anyway, I need to redo all this. Can't change this rubble, so I might build a wall along here to kind of hide that, because we can't grow anymore. And so this looks pretty much normal. If you in the beginning of the video where you watched me walk in, this is what it looked like. I haven't changed too much of that. But here's the little well. We still have the little well, and I put some berry bushes around it. I have some of the little buckets. The ones that were broken, I went ahead and removed those. Let's go ahead and remove our HUD. There we go. And so I really like it. I like the well, and I didn't want it to go away. So, and then here's we have a little kitchen garden for people staying at the bed and breakfast, and for whoever's cooking in the cafe. We have tomatoes and peppers and strawberries and corn. And so you could take your corn and you can make roasted corn on the cob in the little fireplace over here. We have a little area that people can eat. Maybe they can come play a game of cards, have conversation and talk, and just enjoy each other's company. I used the back of the barn fireplace construction and just put a little fireplace in it so that people can have s'mores or just sit around the fire and talk. So that's a little patio area there. I made a little archway over here, kind of as a homage to all the big giant archways, just to kind of give a little emphasis to you're walking into a different part. We have a flower bed here, lots of berry bushes growing along this area to hide all that mess. Back there that I can't change, have another little banner with the fox on it. And this is the back door. I'm not a fan of doors, so I didn't put doors because we don't have enemies, so I'm not really worried about it too much. So I don't have doors on most of the house, which I like. So this is the stairs going up. Well, in fact, let's go around and we'll go in through the front door because that's the way you should do, right? And when you're first arriving at the bed and breakfast, you'd go in through the front door. And this is the only door I have. Let's go ahead and close it. The first thing you'll see is the kitchen area. We have our sink. And I like doing this where you put the little cabinets right up next to them so you can make like kitchen cabinets, kitchen countertops. And that's your little sink. I use the bathroom sink, and so it makes a good sink. Left this little window area open just so people could see the comings and goings, or somebody could sit there and talk to the person as they're washing their dishes. Here's a little prep table here that they can prep the meals coming and going. And then we have bookshelves for the recipe books and lots of different storage for all the cups and saucers and plates that you need. Then here's the dining area. Not everybody has a place to sit to eat their meals. This really well lit, lot of natural sunlight coming in the room, so you don't feel too claustrophobic. Here's a little nook that I put a little bookshelf in, and that way the guests of the bed and breakfast will always have something new to read. And then we have a little bathroom. Every bed and breakfast has to have a bathroom. This one's fully ready to go. We have firefly lights that kind of give a nice warm glow. And then they have your little bathtub. And of course we can always, when you get guests, we can always put a door on, can't we? Oh. And then we have the upstairs. We go up the stairs here. This is a little desk area. People can use it to write home and tell about their vacationing in Longkeep and leaving notes in their what was it we just learned about the note that was in the shipment that didn't get to the blacksmith. And oh my goodness, there's so much lore and so many sad stories, but you could write your notes and letters there. This little cabinet comes as a single cabinet, but you can actually put it together and it looks like two. I thought that was such a cute idea. And you could make a whole wall of those, like in the back of a dining room, where it looks like where you could store all your dishes. And then you come in here. This is another place. This is the little work table, because I was constantly having to repair my tools. But it made a nice little table so you could sit and look out the window. And then another thing that took this one little piece, it's actually a single piece, and I placed two together, and it made for a nice little library. So I thought that worked out really good. We just need more clutter stuff. I'm using the same thing over and over and over. We definitely need it. Of course, I think we did Umber Hollow in the last live stream, so we aren't finished by any means. So I'm looking forward to going on. Maybe there is more clutter, I hope. And here's the sleeping area with little nightstands and beds covered. Oh, I love these little beds covered with their nice warm fur. I placed 4 rugs side by side, and they look like one long rug. I thought that worked out really good. And then here's the little reading nook where I had extended the window out somewhat, and it made a bay window area. And so you have a window seat where you can sit and read and look out the window. This is the chimney. The chimney goes all the way up through the roof. So I had to incorporate that. So I made this wall out of the stone instead of the wood. And that's the upstairs. So that is the tour of the bed and breakfast. I know I would like to stay here if I ever came to visit Embervale. What about you guys? And see, we have to open the door and it sounds like so loud. So then you come out here and it's just so nice to be able to know the history of Longkeep and know that we actually went to this little building to learn our first tutorial of how to eat. Oh, I also didn't show that. In the eating area, I didn't change any of this as kind of a homage to our tutorial. I did shorten this little shelf area, this shelf extended all the way out here. That's had meat and I think mushrooms on it, and it taught us how we could sit and we could cook our meals at the little campfire. So I didn't change the fireplace. I just left it the way it was and replaced the little wooden campfire with the stone one. But as always, I'm remember of how we learned our first way that we cooked in Enshrouded. It's really a fun game. I've enjoyed it so very, very much. All right, I'm going to end this little video right here. I do appreciate each and every one of you so very, very much for watching the video and for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. Be sure and click the bell because we'll be building things throughout. And then Steffi and I live stream almost every night around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So join us. We've had several people joining us and have a blast because Steffi and I don't know what we're doing most of the time, and everybody helps us. Everybody's so kind, and we are becoming mighty warriors in this game. So tickled. Thank you so much, guys. Bye for now.